Hey Facebook fans and YouTube fans out there, welcome to another TF review. Today I am actually reviewing something special, something awesome, something in the line of masterpiece. Yes, today is Masterpiece Day, and as well you know it, I am Jazz, and you and where? In the dungeon known as the layer. In front of you I have two. So far, two. I'm expecting a third figure. But right now, here is two. One's Wheeljack and Prowl. Yes. I'm not going to review the figures itself until the third figure actually comes in. But so far, so good. I am just going to give you a short video of Prowl and Wheeljack of their boxes at the moment. Okay. Yes, as you can see, Wheeljack is a knockoff because the box says Takasa Tony and the other box says Takara Tomy. But you know, that could be a legitimate figure. It could not be a KO. It may be a KO. It all depends on the stamp that's on the bottom of the figure itself. Because the way I'm looking at this box, the people that I got this stuff from might have made a little error in their judgment of a KO. Maybe. I don't know. Possibility. Who's to say? But then again, if it is a KO, then it's fine. If it isn't, hey, that's more of a benefit in my favor. But right now, we're going to leave it as a knockoff, if you want to call it that, until there's a stamp that's on the bottom of the feet or where it is on the figure. If it's the same as the Takara version, then I actually would have a original Takara masterpiece. Otherwise, as it stands, it will be a KO at the moment. Well, anyways, let's get a good look at Prowl here. Of the box. As you can see, it says Takara Tomy up there. See Prowl. You see the Nissan. You come down, you see more of the legs. Oh, let's bring it back. Let's bring it up. And as you can see, it has that. And then you come over here, it says Prowl. And it shows the Autobot symbol on the side. That says the MP17. And you come over here, it has that. It has that on the back. It looks real good, don't you see? Look at that, it looks sweet. It really does. Comes here. But if you look at the bottom of the box, right where it says the official product, Nissan, a official product. Now that could be pretty much scammed or something. It could be a KO, but I'm kind of looking at the I don't know. Let's see over here where it probably says under. Let's see if we can find it. Made in China. And it also says Tomei, not Tony, Tomei. So my question pretty much, it could be a legitimate or could it be a knockoff? You decide whether it's going to be a knockoff or a legitimate. It all depends. However, by looking at Wheeljack, as you can see, it has everything that a masterpiece would have. But in the corner it says Takasa Tony, meaning it's a KO product. And as you see, it doesn't have anything that says official licensed product of Tomei on it. Which Tomei is what? Takara, isn't it? And there's no sad Pac-Man on here either, so think about that. But not only that, here's the back of the box. There's your product shot. There's your product shot of Optimus Prime and wheeljack coming out. And there's your accessories. So therefore, it looks sweet. Either way, I don't mind if it's either way, KO or not, which I know wheeljack is definitely a KO. So there's no doubt about that. Prowl is a questionable figure. It could be KO, it may not be a KO. Bless myself. Oh my God. Bless me. But it all depends. I'm not going to debate if it's a KO or it's legitimate, because to me it doesn't matter which way it goes. All I know, they look awesome. They look sweet. No, I have not opened them up yet, but I will. Like I said, I'm waiting for Sideswipe to come in, the third masterpiece figure to my collection. So with that said, and the price I paid for these, you know, it wasn't that cheap. I mean, it was cheap, but not that cheap. You know, it wasn't the $89 mark or the $79. It was more of your $40, $45 mark, pretty much. Well, around those figures, you know. It all depends on which site you go to. They're a little cheaper, but it all depends. I'm just going to say it's a KO Prowl, but, you know, until I get an actual comparison between Prowl and the legitimate Prowl, we're probably not going to find out if it's really real. But then again, I'm not going to knock it. If they made a mistake and they sent me an actual Dakar product, hey, I'm not going to knock it. That's good for me. Otherwise, it's going to, to me, it's going to be a KO. It's a KO. You know, I'm not going to argue with it or say, hey, mine's a real legitimate thing because of the Takara Tomy on the box. You know, because I'm not sure. Maybe they did maybe the KO did do a couple boxes like that had the Takara logo on it, and maybe they did the Autobot symbol that's next to the MP17. You know, maybe they did copy everything. So I guess we can call it a KO. We'll leave it as a KO. It's a KO. Okay. But hey, otherwise it's a damn good knockoff. Until I actually open the box up and look at it, I'm going to just say, hey, this is going to be a good MP line for me. So, I'd like to thank the company Amazon, where I ordered it from, and the China place out in China, where it came from, because it actually showed up pretty quickly. I was expecting these probably sometime next week, but to my surprise, it came out. You know, it got here today. I'm more surprised. So I'd like to thank the company that I actually purchased it from. So Toy Zone, they call themselves, I guess, Toy Zone. So they're on Amazon. It's a legitimate company. The prices were fair, I can say that. So, with that said, I am Jazz. You're away in a dungeon known as the Leia. My motto is, keep collecting. Never stop posing them or playing with them or any way you do with them. If you're looking for specific figures, well, the part of the game is to hunt. So do the hunting thing. Go out and have fun. You know, if you can't find it in your local places, well, there's always the internet. And you know where those places are. It's not too hard to look and search for them. I am Jazz, and we are out.